Question 2, can you provide examples of some of your food-related practices which support a sustainable way of living? Oof, where do I start? The roots of sustainable living is making do with what you have and not wasting anything and doing as much as you can yourself or within your community. We can start with soap as an example. At its base, soap is created by mixing lye and fats. Lye is derived by leaching water through ashes. So way back in the day, people would leach lye, use the drippings from their meat, mix them together, and use that solution to disinfect their home and pots and pans. Nothing was wasted, and they didn't have to run to the grocery store, which wasn't existent, to buy soap when they had everything at their fingertips to make it. Gardening and canning is another awesome example. When you garden on a larger scale, sometimes you can't eat everything that you grow before it goes bad. This is where canning and pickling come in handy. Let's say you have an apple tree. It produces an insane amount of apples one year. You can't eat them before they rot, so instead, you cut them up, you cook them down, and you puree them to make applesauce or apple butter. You then can that so it's shelf stable, and you have it on hand year round. But then, what do you do with the apple cores, right? You have a couple options there. You could compost them, and eventually they'll return to your garden. You can make apple cider vinegar. You could feed them to your chickens. Then there's literally no waste. You're using everything that was produced. Same with the chicken. You process a chicken, cook up the meat, cook down the bones to a broth. You can then can that broth so it's shelf stable. So even though you spent $20 on that chicken because it was fed, non-soy, non-GMO, and it was raised locally and all that good stuff, right? You end up saving money on broth and you use every bit of the chicken. So there's some cost savings there, right? So those are just a few of many examples that are similar to how these food-related practices do support sustainable living.